Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Absolutely love to have you here. So in this video, I want to cover a completely new token called Meta0 M0 token. So this is a new gaming project with real world assets. This is a very interesting project. I have never seen anything like this before, and this is completely new. You can't even see the circulating supply, total supply, market cap, trading volume right now is around $1 million daily, and it's on Uniswap. So that's where the data comes from. And this is what the chart looks like. It was launched in a couple of weeks ago. It was launched. Right now, it's still at kind of like the bottom prices. It's at all-time high. It just reached kind of like all-time high prices, but it's still like 2x from the bottom. And if you look at like it's 4x from the actual bottom. Like that was like for 1 hour. But if you look at like overall the bottom, it's like 2x. So it's still at super fair prices. One thing that I like about this project is that it's on ETH. ETH gas fees are going to be ridiculous. If this project was on, for example, Arbitrum or anything like that, I was like, yo, this would be crazy. But I still think that this is a very great opportunity. However, right now I don't own a position on Meta0, and this is not paid promotion. I want to cover this token right now to get it into, if you don't, to get it into your awareness, right? And usually I just what I do is I have like insane huge list of tokens that I'm researching, and usually I take my time to research the project, like build the hypothesis and then dollar cost averaging in slowly. And I did that whole 2023, so I have a huge bags of tokens. And this is so new token. Usually when the token first comes, it has like a little pump and then it bottoms out. Everybody, like right now, I think that this might be like a the initial hype for, like, as I'm recording this video, that people are like, oh, this is the new thing, and then it peaks and then it slowly grinds down. But at the same time, the bull run is super close, so I really know. So the best strategy is still dollar cost average buy. So for example, GameSwift, this launched with mega supply, like for like not that big, but 1.4 billion supply, right? And it went to 16 cents. I was like, okay, this has to come down a little bit. And then it went to 4-cent range, 5-cent range here. And here I actually started to dollar cost average buy it. Okay, I bought a small back. And then it started to go up. And then it literally like 10x, which is pretty crazy. But I got a small back here. So I'm not, you can see the circulating supply. I was looking at circulating supply, 56 million. And those many tokens, I was like, but usually there's a lot of peaks with new peaks, of course, have huge supplies, and then the tokens start coming. But I didn't anticipate like GameSwift to like do 10x here, so ain't no telling like what's going to happen here with the supply and how it works. If it's bullish, it's always supply and demand. If the demand is huge, bigger than supply, the supply doesn't really matter, right? But I'm going to talk about the tokenomics of Meta0 in a second here. So quickly how it works. So basically what they want to do is they want to tokenize old school in-game assets. So they are going to start with Steam, and they're going to start with Counter-Strike 2. And no, they don't have partnership with Steam. They are just doing this there on their own. And of course there has been a lot of like CSGO gambling sites, or not gambling, but trading sites, or whatever you want to call them. And I believe some of them have been shut down. So there is that risk always. Like Steam is going to be not going to happen, and they're going to somehow shut down. And I'll talk about that later on this video. But here's how what they want to do. So connect your Steam account, choose your in-game assets. For example, like CS:GO like skins or the knife skins or all the stuff. Then you can exchange the assets for ONFT, which is basically it's on layer 0. So there's the blockchain, and this is the layer 0 is below the blockchain. It's like Pomerium is doing kind of like same thing. And then you can trade your ONFTs on chain. Okay, so you can you can kind of like tokenize the in-game asset and then trade it on chain as an NFT, which is super interesting. And they're starting with Steam again, and they're starting with Counter-Strike. So let me just show you a couple of things here. So the overview here is that the real world assets on in-game assets that are Web 2, they have huge valuation. You can see the game skins valued over 50 billion, and the market cap of just CS2 gaming assets exceeds 3.5 billion. So there's a lot of money locked in these assets, and that's the value that they are targeting. And I'm not so for me, I haven't bought this because first of all, I don't know that much about Counter-Strike. When I was a kid, I played like I think it was CS:GO or something like that. for a while, but I have not played Counter-Strike 2, and I don't own any skins or anything like that. So I don't know how people actually inside. So I don't have the edge over this. So that's why one of the things like I need to do more research, like how people trade the assets. So do they like when do they flip the assets, or do they buy the asset and then flex it in the game, or do they kind of like just buy them and hold them? I don't know like the behavior of CS, because they are with this they are current like just targeting, and this is completely new, and they are only targeting Counter-Strike 2 right now with this. So there are risks there. So and yeah, here's how basically it works. I haven't get like super in depth on how the layer 0 like works, like super in depth, but I've read multiple white papers where projects go with the layer 0, and it's a big project. So it in theory it's like this, the technology should work on here, but again I like it's on bait, like they're just they're creating it right now. So you know will it work? I don't know. Okay, but here's how it off-chain item, and then you basically you have the item data. Okay, and then basically the item data is stored, and then you trade the ONFT, and then if you want to redeem the item back to the so you can play it, you can do that also. But there was a couple of interesting sentences here in the white paper I want to show you. So you can see that it's omni-chain, so it can be basically traded on any blockchain. Okay. So it doesn't really like matter. So it can as I understood, like the NFT can be traded on ETH, on Solana, on Sui blockchain, whatever, because it's on there's the blockchain. It can be whatever blockchain it's, but the item is tokenized in the layer 0. Okay. Let me see here. A couple of interesting things. So here's the single asset tokenization. So you can single asset tokenize, in-game item, and then you can, trade it. And there's a couple of things that you can do with it. They are basically, I'm going to show you two interesting things in just a second. But there's a, single state. You can, put the asset there and get the NFT and then trade that, or you can have a whole fund. And this is going to launch later in 2024. There you can like have the whole fund as an NFT, which is pretty crazy. Here, example for the knives, which seems to be the biggest, like the most valuable thing. So now they have they're launching. Let me show you here. When you go Genesis NFTs on the website, you can mint this is very weird, but you can mint the CS skins as NFTs, but the NFTs that or the is weird, but there's the in-game the in-game item in CS:GO. You can mint it as NFT, but it's going to cost you more. Like if you bought the item on CS:GO, it would cost like $10. Right now it costs like $100 to mint it. But the thing here is that future vest, you can get the people who own this Genesis collection get airdropped M0 tokens. So the value can come there, like value addition, and so that's the thing going on. I'm not currently minting it, but this could be some kind of opportunity, but I'm personally not doing it right now. Interesting here, by the way, is the PAL AI integrations. That could be a huge thing. One of the gaming tokens that I was looking into like had PAL AI integration. It just absolutely skyrocketed. So that could be something. So here, the wrapped skins represents as ONFTs on chain will carry the same IP right as the actual wrapped, items. So I don't know how Steam is going to. Is it going to be like cool, like just do it, or is there going to be some weird things going on? But this is their like the biggest project. So now they're doing the NFT mint, and then they will introduce the Vortex, a platform offered by Meta Zero protocol and powered by Layer 0. This platform enables permissionless tokenize their Steam gaming assets and bring them on the chain for trading and speculation. Okay, so this is the single tokenized offering, and one thing that So here's on the Vortex platform, anyone is free to tokenize any assets, and minting price will be, so it can be anything plus the gas fee. I think that they will take a cut there, as I was reading the tokenomics. So it will change, and users need to hold a certain amount of M0 tokens in their wallet to use Vortex for tokenizing assets. So you need to have M0 to even do this thing. And users will also be able to convert their assets back to original form through outbound tokenization on the Vortex platform. Although this is not recommended. I don't mean why. What? Like what? This this was weird to me, and it says on multiple times here. So if you make it NFT, not recommended to make it back. So I don't. So right now this Vortex is not launched yet. So I mean, like, is this just work, or is it like what? So this transaction will incur a flat fee in M0 tokens. The ONFT will be burned on chain, and the asset will be deposited to the user's off-chain gaming ecosystem account, such as Steam. So, that's how it works. So basically, you put the NFT there, then it will be locked in a vault, like I showed you here. Locked in a vault, and then you will get the NFT, and once you bring it back, it will burn the ONFT, and then you will get the in-game asset back. So I understood it. So Steam has monopolized trading on its platform for years. Within the release of Vortex, anyone will be able to permissionless tokenize any Steam asset and bring it on chain for trading and further speculation. This opens up entire 50 billion gaming asset market for investment speculation and breaks the monopoly Steam and other gaming ecosystems have had for years. Initially, Vortex will focus Steam gaming assets, specifically CS2 assets, but plans are in place to quickly expand to support other gaming ecosystems and games. I don't know, like, for example, World of Warcraft, there's a lot of value there. That I know. Or League of Legends. I don't know if the game ecosystems want, like, allow this. I don't know how the, like, licenses go on those. And so I don't, that's I don't have no idea. I have no edge around that. So yeah, that's just that. So here's how it kind of like it explains how it works. So you can see, you select the in-game assets, tokenize in the NFTs, and you can see the NFTs as investment vehicle. These NFTs are not just digital; they are investment. So they are, as I understood it, you don't really, if you have the skin, you mint it as ONFT, and then you trade it, but you will never put it back as an in-game NFT. It's just like investing. That's how I understood they are putting it right now. So that's why I can't, like, I don't know if like CSGO like investing type of, like, for example, me, if I'm buying some asset, I want to use it in the game. That's the whole thing. Like, that's the flex. Like, that is the flex. Like, when you have, if you played World of Warcraft, you had the you had the spectral kind of like tiger mode from the trading card. That's flex in the game. But if you can never show it off, like, what's the value? I don't. But as I understand, these are just completely investing. For investing, I don't know. But right now, the Genesis collection is pre-minting right now. And the token is completely new, and the reveal on launch, a couple of interesting things. So right now in Q1, they are looking to launch the Vortex version 1, and then later on Vortex version 2, an expansion of ecosystems, like get multiple assets there, or games. And the very interesting thing here, let me show you this black hole event. So I was thinking about, like, okay, so right now if they have the offer there, how do they get the liquidity there, the CSGO assets there, or CS2 Counter-Strike 2 assets, or as I understood it, that's the game that they're right now focusing on. Well, first of all, I think they have actually bought CSGO assets, and right now you can mint. So they have bought CSGO assets, and right now you can mint them as NFTs and also get M0 token allocation. Really, the selling point is allocation M0 tokens. And then the other thing is that people can send, so the black hole event to be announced is people can send their CSGO skins and then get tokens for those skins. The black hole, unique and innovative feature meta zero platform designed to create engagement and offer value to its participants, mainly the Meta Zero partner network communities. It represents this opportunity users to contribute their valuable or even illiquid gaming assets to Meta Zero ecosystem in exchange for potentially lucrative reward. I don't know how this is. This like I don't know any like the laws around this. I don't like I don't know like because the as like if you really think about it, you are minting CS:GO assets that the game owns. You are kind of like reselling Counter-Strike to like think about like how like let's say that you have like you know, you own some kind of like a thing that of course like if you have like a car you can resell that, but I don't know with this in-game like I don't know like these are big companies like Counter-Strike 2, and you know right now when you buy it you also get tokens, and the NFTs are, so basically you are selling the Counter-Strike item and then again okay, and then you get M0 tokens, and the purpose why you are making these NFTs is that you want to make them investment vehicles. So basically you are selling investing opportunity to the buyer, right? I mean I don't know how this works, so I don't know the laws and everything like that. So yeah, this is very I have never seen anything like that. But that's basically you can send your assets to them, and then you will get airdrop the tokens, potential higher valuation. This is very interesting. I like this innovation. So this is super interesting. I'm just like trying to think like what is the pros and cons. But of course, bull run pros are just like up only. So M0, so this is the token utility, so it will be the utility and governance token for the Meta Zero. So it's used in everything, and there will be token burns, protocol fees, and you know basically it's used in the whole ecosystem. You can read it more, the token utility here, but it is used. It's not like just air. Now the interesting thing about this is like this is 100 million tokens only, and right now the price is, you know, 9, actually it's pumping as I'm recording. Damn, it's all-time high right now. It's like, let's put it like 10 cents, right? So it's 10 cents. Fair enough. But you can see here the vesting. I was looking, so 40% liquidity, 25% seed sale. So when will these unlock? It doesn't show here. So community and strategic marketing. So 25 at you know, token launch, and then 3 months linear in you know. So strategic marketing community will start getting every month tokens, 17.5 million tokens, and then the team 0 at and they have also 3 months linear. So they have super fast so like they basically just rush the tokens to the market. Usually they usually have at least like 12 months period, 24 months, 48 months. Some even have like 10 years, the biggest projects that I'm invested in. So this is like the token launches, and in 3 months everything is out, and just like I don't know, they really want to cash out. It's like sell, like not, because if you really think about like the long-term vision is obviously there, but there are a lot of like ifs. So I don't know, but this is super interesting. I really like respect their, like they are doing a new thing. I have never seen this before. The treasury will be used to marketing. So here so you can see the team here. The core team, these 5 guys. Only on Twitter, this guy. Then the advisors. Nothing like crazy things here. Just like people like doing new things. Then the partners and ecosystem, you can see here. They have kind of like startup stuff here, and layer 0 is their main, like where it's built on top of. And here, so here it says, let me show you here. So if I buy an asset was tokenized, how does the owner transfer to me? So here it talks about that. Let me see. So here, what if gaming users like Steam bans MetaZero vaults which hold these assets? So Steam won't shut down the vault accounts, as doing so would effectively result in loss of all assets held in those accounts. Additionally, we won't be officially announcing a Steam integration and will remain compliant with their platform rules and regulations. As has been noted, numerous third-party Steam trading sites have been operational for years without issues. In the unlikely event that Steam does lock an account, we have our treasury and royalty funds, which will serve as the form of insurance to repurchase the affected assets. Why does M0 only have initial liquidity lock of 3 months? We're using layer 0 tech, so we can launch our token and ONFTs on multiple chains. This might require us to spread the liquidity if needed. Liquidity locks can also extend whenever needed. Okay. Okay. But why the team unlocks are 3 months old? Why has MetaZero partnered up with Web3 games and studios instead of focusing? Yeah, this is more about that. Yeah, so this is pretty much it. So super new project. Okay. Right now there's the Genesis Mint going on. Vortex is about to launch, beta launch in Q1 of 2024. These are the founders. 100 million supply. Total supply. Circulating supply. I don't know the circulating supply. So here it says like 17%. So let's just do some quick maths here. Let's just like if that's like let's see how much that's. So 0 at 20% at and it could be, by the way, that this means that they are instantly, there's no vesting. They are just instantly liquid. Right? Because there seems to be a lot of liquidity. Let me see. This is the biggest one. Right? Actually, I'm not going to go. You can better view it on CoinMarketCap. But anyway, so what I was thinking. Yeah. So it has opportunity. It definitely has. It's a new token, 100 million tokens. Super low supply, by the way. But it's kind of like, it's a weird one. It's kind of like making Web 2 to Web 3 kind of. Super high risk. I think that this is super high risk, yeah, definitely. And I would like to start nimbling, like dollar cost averaging slowly. But with ETH, the fees are just ridiculous. And they are ridiculous. I usually buy very small amounts. Dollar cost averaging in, very boring. That's how I build my best positions, super slowly and just like. But here with the ETH stuff, I really need to buy a lot bigger bag. And I don't feel like buying big bag at all-time high price. With all the, things going on with it, like it's only focusing on CSGO. I don't know anything, or CS2. I don't know about CS2. I'm more interested in making the Web3. Like these are like, MetaZero is like looking to make the old better. But it's like, in my opinion, it's like, remember when you had like the old phone with like the buttons, and then you would have that, okay, and then you would add touch screen to that thing, okay, but then you still have the buttons. So this is like the games, CS2, old stuff, and then you're adding more into it. But I'm looking to make the whole, I'm looking for the iPhone, like the next big thing that then will be built upon. So that's Web3. So these are like, this Web 2.5 or some kind of like mix on it. So I'm like, not buying it right now, but I think that this can absolutely mega skyrocket. CS is super huge brand. They are leveraging kind of like the artery that people already know, Counter-Strike. It seems to work. At least what they're talking about it right now. It seems they have the technology now. Right now, they're just like launching and still building it. Yeah. So, but super high. This is high risk one, and I would start buying position like slowly by position. But it's an ETH, so I right now I'm buying. If this goes to like, if we have like a final dip or something like that, and it just like dips back to like lower prices here, I might buy just like a bigger bag and just like leave it there. You know. But we will see. I will update it, and I will keep looking into the project. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Do you think this is a great project? Are you buying it? Are you building a bag? And if you know more about CS:GO trading or CS2 trading, like the assets, trading the assets, let me know. Like, do people like hold them, or do they buy them to flex? Or do they flip them? I don't know about the culture. I don't even know any. I like I think it was like 10 years ago. Some of the CS:GO, I think it's something like they like Steam banned it or something like that. That's the only thing I know. So I was like, I don't really know. But there's definitely potential. Like here, like if you think about bigger potential, like if they can do this, really do this, and they are allowed to do this for CS:GO or CS skins and League of Legends and World of Warcraft. Like they say here in the white paper, it's a big. There's a 50 billion, assets. But how can they monetize all? Like how they can tokenize all of that? Like, do they need licenses for this stuff? I don't know. I don't know. What is this gamer page? Okay. Anyway, thank you so much. If you want to see what I'm buying, check out the first link in the description. Join the email list. Would love to have it there. Join the inner circle. Thank you so much. And peace out. Thank you.